So last class we discussed about the single phase semi-control converter for DC separated motor, and today we are going to discuss about the single phase fully controlled converter connected to DC separated motor. Okay, the limitation of the semi converter will be overcome by the fully controlled converter. In single phase semi converter, the power is flowing in one direction. That means the converter is operating in only in one mode, that is in the motoring mode, that is power is flowing from the source to the load. So as the voltage polarity is not reversing in case of semi converter, okay, that is operating in the first quadrant mode only. So motoring is possible, but the regeneration is not possible in case of single phase semi converter. Okay, that limitation will be overcome by a single phase fully control converter. So now we will see, so how to control the speed of the DC separately excited motor by single phase fully control converter. Now we will discuss in details. Okay, so now this is the circuit diagram of single phase fully control converter connected to separately excited motor. Here the converter, this fully controlled converter consists of 4 SCR, the 4 thyristor T1, T2, T3 and T4. So one thyristor pair will be T1, T3 and another thyristor pair will be T2, T4. T2, T4. Okay. So here for load, a separately excited motor drive is used. For the load current is assumed to be continuous over the working range. Okay. But in this case, the supply is not given to the field side. Okay, when the field control is required, the field is fed from the field may be fed from a control converter. Okay, otherwise from an uncontrolled converter. Okay, so in this case, the AC voltage supply VA is given here. For VA, you will do Vm sin omega t. Okay, and in this case, okay, actually this is the quadrant diagram is shown over here. Okay, so in this case, in case of fully controlled converter, the voltage polarity will change. Okay, so it is operating in the first quadrant and second quadrant. So the semi converter operates in first quadrant only, but in the fully controlled converter operates in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, so current direction is not changing, the current direction remains same here. Okay, so in any mode, whether if the T3, T1, T3 conducting, at the time the current is flowing from top to bottom. Okay, flowing from top to bottom, and voltage polarity with top positive and bottom negative. Okay, so when T2 and T2 T4 pair will conduct, at the time the current direction remains same, but the voltage polarity will change. So in that case, the voltage negative and current positive, so you will get the fourth quadrant. So here actually you will get the both mode. Okay, your motoring mode as well as your generating or the recycling mode. Okay. So this is the waveforms. Okay, output voltage waveforms. Okay, so the thyristor, okay, T1 and T1 and T2 triggered simultaneously at alpha. Okay, T1, T2 triggered simultaneously at alpha, and the thyristor T3, T4, okay, will be triggered at pi plus alpha. Okay, the motor is always connected to the input supply. Okay, through the thyristors. Okay, therefore the T1 and T2 conduct during the period alpha to pi plus alpha. Okay, during so T1 and T2 is are conducting from pi to alpha to pi plus alpha. Okay, and connect the motor to supply. So during this time, Okay, during this time okay, so the output voltage will follow the input voltage. The output voltage will follow the input voltage. Okay. So when thyristor T2 T3 when the thyristor T3 T4 are triggered immediately, the supply voltage appear across the thyristor T1 and T2 as a reverse biased voltage, and then the T1 and T2 are going to the off condition. Okay, off condition. Okay, so this is called natural commutation. Okay, during alpha to pi, so energy flows. You see, during alpha to pi, the voltage polarity is positive and current also positive. Okay, so energy flows from input supply to the motor. Okay, so therefore it is the power is positive. Power is positive. So during the period pi to pi plus alpha, during the period pi to pi plus alpha, okay, some of the motor energy is fed back to the input system. Okay, so here the voltage polarity is negative, but the current will be positive. Current positive, voltage negative, current will be positive. So the power will be negative. The power is negative. So it is also called reverse power flow, or this process is called regeneration process. Okay, so regeneration process. So this will happen when the firing angle alpha will be greater than 90 degree. Okay. Okay, so now it is more clear here. So the top one, this is your okay, supply voltage, okay, Vm sin omega t, and this is the output voltage, and this is the current. So during the positive half cycle, that is during the period alpha to pi, okay, you see here, okay, T1 T2 on, then voltage positive and current positive, so it will operate in first quadrant, and coming to pi plus alpha, then the voltage is negative and the current is positive. Okay, so this is the power is negative. So this process is called regeneration. Then the power is flow in the reverse direction. Okay, so at pi plus alpha, okay, the same thing will repeat. So when T3 and T4 are conducting. Okay. So now okay. So now you can write the voltage equation. Okay, during the period, okay, alpha to pi plus alpha. Okay, so you will apply the KVL. Okay, so the voltage equation will be these are the instantaneous voltage equation. So VA equal to IARA plus LA dIA by dt plus EB. Okay, so in case of full control converter, okay, single phase fully control converter, you can determine the average value of the okay output voltage across the motor terminal will be equal to, we know that average value will be equal to area by base. So base is pi, so you can integrate the function from the lower limit alpha to upper limit pi plus alpha. Okay, after integration we will get Vm by pi into cos alpha, Vm by pi into cos alpha. So now we derived the expression for the output voltage. Next we will derive the expression for speed in terms of torque. So we know that the steady state speed is given by okay n equal to Eb by k phi, or back EM Eb equal to V minus IRA divided by k phi. So n equal to V minus IRA by k phi. Substitute here the value, okay, that is equal to okay, 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha minus IRA divided by k phi. Okay, so also you know that the torque T is proportional to phi into Ia. Okay, or you can write T equal to k phi into Ia. In this case, as it is separately excited motor, we know that the flux is constant. So you can write here, or Ia equal to okay, T divided by k phi. Now substituting the okay this value of armature current in the speed expression, so you will get okay the expression for the speed in terms of torque. So n equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha divided by k phi minus okay Ra into T divided by k phi whole square. So in this equation, in the okay, this equation consists of two parts. The first part or the first term represents the no load speed, whereas the second term represents the drop in the speed, okay, due to armature current IA. Okay, so this is okay, one of the most important expression. Okay, so from this expression we are going to plot the speed torque characteristics. Okay, okay, even though the speed torque characteristics, okay, actually, okay, is looking similar to the single phase semiconductor, only here the formula, okay, the expression for the average value of the output voltage is changing, but the remaining terms are same. Okay, so for various value of the firing angle, okay, alpha equal to 0 degree, alpha equal to 30 degree, alpha equal to 60 degree, you can plot the speed torque characteristics. So here actually, okay, the speed torque characteristic is not parallel with the torque axis, but it is somewhat drooping. Okay, this drooping is due to armature current. So one thing you can actually notice here, okay, for a particular value of torque, when the firing angle increases, then the speed decreases, and vice versa. Okay, thank you.